Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to be here with you and going through my weekly check-in and figuring out what we spent this past week. Yeah, it's heavy on the grocery side, mainly because I was out of town, and then, my husband and my youngest son ate up what was in this house and needed more groceries and replenish and restock everything. Okay, here we go. This is my monthly calendar where I track all my spending on a day-to-day basis. It gives me a good visual snapshot of where I'm spending money more. Always the weekend. Family, husband's not working, he gets Friday off, and 3-day weekends every weekend, so we're always doing something. We always have something going on. It's typically when we go out to eat, unless I really don't feel like cooking. Typically that's when we have our fun. So this is a great way of looking at your daily life and just kind of seeing where, if you're looking for areas to cut spending, this is a good way to look at that and see how to decide on what to do with your spending going forward. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm excited to have you here. I've had a few new subscribers, so welcome. I appreciate you coming, and those that come every week, all the time. I love you guys. You're amazing. Thank you for being part of my channel, and put a little smiley face if you're new or if you've been around for a while in my comment section below, and show YouTube that you really like these videos and you want people to see these videos as well. So if you don't mind doing that and like this video, that would be great. I greatly appreciate that. So moving on, we have the weekly check-in. Now I did something a little bit different here on this calendar. This calendar, I put a no spend sticker here, so this is the first half of the day. That's the second half of the day. I need to film it today because I don't have time over the weekend. So instead of saying all day of the 10th, which is my 27th wedding anniversary today, I can't believe it's been 27 years that I've been married, but yeah, I have. And I know I'm not going to spend anything early in the day, and that's when I'm filming it, but I know this evening I have an appointment for my son in Lexington, which is about 45 minutes from my house, and we're just going to pick up dinner on the way home, and my husband's going to take my other son out. And so we are going to spend, it's just going to be late in the day, and I didn't want to have to track that as far as this video. So I'll put those there and count it with next week's money. It'll be fine. Not that big a deal. We'll probably just stop at McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or something and go from there. So that sounds good. So let's go ahead and jump in to what we have. I always write down everything you see here. I do a Friday to Thursday check-in. And with a Friday to Thursday check-in for me, it helps because my husband gets paid his salary checks every Friday. He does get paid the first of every month, and those are government checks, but these are his day job every other Friday. So running this works best for me. It may not work for you. You may have Tuesday paydays or Wednesday pay, or you do a Sunday to Saturday start, or whatever. Whatever works for you is what you need to do to plan in your budget. This is just how I do it. Because this works best for when the money comes in. So there you go. Okay, so lots of groceries, like I said, grocery household right here. So the first thing we have here, Friday, keep in mind, I did not come home from my second vacation until here, and I did some spending here as far as groceries that we needed, and then I was preparing for the next week, because one thing I did drop was HelloFresh. The meals became repetitive right now, and I started getting inspired to do other meal planning for myself. And when I get inspired to do meal planning, then I always stop HelloFresh. So we're just going to check these off as I go. First one here, $38.15. Meijer is our local grocery store right down the street from our house, so that's where I just end up going. They're not as cheap as Walmart, but I don't like going that far to Walmart. I'm in a very small town, so I just go to the closest store I have, and it's easier on me. $97.63. Trying to remember what we did in those two transactions. I will pull up my Fetch app because I always scan my receipts. And let's look at the old receipts. Eckert's 1911. So Eckert's here is not a store, it is a orchard. We went blackberry picking and we bought $19 worth of blackberries, and it was buy 1 pound, get one free. And we brought home 7 pounds of blackberries. And I made it into a cake and I froze some of them, and then we ate the rest and ate a lot off the vine. So very sweet, very good blackberries. It was amazing. I really had a great time doing that. It's not something I do regularly, but it is something I like to do just to kind of get an opportunity to get out and have a little fun. Okay, so this first one here is my husband's. And when I say my husband, it usually means he's buying his drinks, basically. He has his alcohol that he buys, and he does have a drink in the evening. And that is his. I don't drink, but he does. So, and we're in Kentucky and we're in bourbon country, so it's okay. It's my husband, and he's a great guy, and I love him. And apparently I do, because it's been 27 years that we've been married. The next thing, these were groceries, the 97.63. My husband likes teas, individual bottle teas, Milo teas, and we got some bathroom stuff, about milk, sugar. Oh, plastic cutlery. He takes his food to work, and so we needed things like that, and strawberries and grapes. We had friends come into town. I got a wrist brace for carpal tunnel in my wrist and things like that. But we had friends come into town this evening, and I wanted to get a bunch of fruits for them to have for breakfast on Saturday, and just different foods. So that was like hosting as well as needs for the house. And so that was kind of cool. They should be back this weekend as well. I look forward to seeing them again when they travel through. And then the next thing we have is 104. So 104 is over here. And that was another big grocery run. Probably lots of milk and lots of stuff. Oh, stocked up in the bathroom, like bathroom tissue, biscuits, and coffee creamer, dish soap, just chips and Ziploc bags and things like that. I'm trying to go more detail. I really wish I can remember to take a photo of what I get so you guys can see it that way. Amazon here. No. Okay, so my Amazon order, I actually split it up a little bit. This one here was part of a larger order, so I had to total it together. But I spent $15.52 on these Reynolds flat cookie sheets, baking sheets. And so this $8.47 here was something really cute that I wanted for the kitchen. I consider it grocery household, and it's these corn on the cob things. I've been buying a lot more sweet corn and stuff for the house, and I don't have any of these pokers, and these were really cute, so I bought those. And the rest of the Amazon order is under miscellaneous, so I'll talk about that later. Thought I forgot a transaction, but I didn't. So there is those three items, 15 in there. And then last here, I had to add this really quick. $99.84, that was just yesterday. And so I got like 2 dozen eggs, yogurt. Oh, I was trying a recipe, and this is how I know when I stop using HelloFresh, is I want to do something kind of Mediterranean or Greek influence. Not so much that it was, but some of the flavors. I bought some Greek olives. I bought some, and I got the more boutique brands, not so much like store market brands or name brand. So a jar of olives. My husband loves that. I got a little bit of feta cheese, but I did get the store brand of that to be a little cheaper. And I think it tastes pretty good. And romaine hearts, lettuce, more corn for our dinners coming up, some spices that I didn't have that would go with the meal in my spice rack, onion, it's a lot of fresh produce, things like that. And I just stocked up on things I can add to meals. What I made last night was a recipe I saw that was a Mediterranean meatball rice bowl, and basically I got white rice, cooked it, and then I took meat, 10 ounces of meat, and made it into 10 little meatballs, and then I put some tzatziki sauce over everything with fresh cut tomatoes and lettuce and cucumbers, and it was just really, really good. It's very similar like if we went to Simple Greek or Kava or restaurants like that kind of does Greek food, and it's really, really good. All right, so I spent $382.72. I'm not sure if I'm in budget, but we'll see here in a minute. Probably over budget. I'm pretty sure I am. My spreadsheet said I was, so, but I don't know how much exactly. So we'll figure that out in just a minute. Now for the restaurants. I have here Papa John's, my son's order a pizza, Buffalo Wild Wings, Subway. So after picking blackberries and spending a full day at the orchard and shopping and doing a lot of fun, on the way home we stopped at Subway to get lunch, and then I didn't plan to cook that night because I cooked Friday, and we DoorDashed Buffalo Wild Wings. I was just really, really tired after walking all around all day in this beautiful orchard and being out in the sun and things like that. It was great. Let's see. And then the other was this. Let's see. Check these off. Casa Fiesta. It's a Mexican restaurant nearby. We went there one night, Tuesday night, because I just could not cook. It was a low day for me. So I struggled through a lot of different things, and depression is one of them. And this was one of those low days that I was like, I just can't. And I try to make it not make it a habit, but it can get that way if I'm not careful. So I really have to be careful with that. So let's total these up. I got these backwards. And figure out how much we spent in restaurants. Sun's coming up like the day before. Okay, so I have $143.75 for restaurants this week. Not too bad. A little one extra eating out than I had hoped for, but yeah, I think that's pretty okay for where we go out to eat and what we spend. So there we go. Miscellaneous, I have here Eckerd's. So here's what happened at Eckerd's and why I divided up. The blackberries themselves, by themselves, that was I could buy that at the grocery store, blackberries. Not this cheap, but I could buy them. So that's why I took it out of the grocery category. Tickets to go into the orchards and pick your own blackberries and pick your own were $8, to $4 for me and $4 for my husband. So I counted that as a miscellaneous because it was the price to get into the orchard and ride the wagons that they have. They have these tractor pulled large wagons, kind of like you see in hay rides and stuff like that. That take you in and out of the orchard every 10 minutes. So that was cool. They had a whole bunch of those going. And then at Eckerd's, we bought some, like my husband bought a coffee mug for like $14. That was really cute. And it has a Jeep on it, and it's the sunshine or something on the front. It's the same color as his Jeep that he drives. So he was like, I really like this. I said, well, go ahead and get it. We're having fun today. And some extra stuff there at the store, and that was kind of cool. So that was $26.58. So that's why I called it miscellaneous, because it wasn't really food related. Okay, so for Amazon here, $64.42. I bought myself some flip-flops because the ones I wore to GalaxyCon, I just wore the tread out and needed new ones. I bought a few other items, just random things that are definitely miscellaneous. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, I ordered my husband and my son because unfortunately they have no butt. Sorry for the graphics, but these side belt loop tighteners, they're for men that don't have butts and their pants always fall down. And my husband and my oldest son have this problem. My other son does not have this problem. So I bought 2 of those. And then what else did I get that day? So that was $12 for the belt loops twice. So it's $24. And then my flip-flops. So those 3 items went on there. And then the last thing was this Amazon purchase. And one more time. My husband was influenced apparently by me. He wanted his own new flip-flops. So some men's flip-flops here, and then because the ones he has are just pretty worn out as well. And then he's been wanting to make yogurt parfaits to take for lunch, and I found these on Amazon, and I thought these were really cool. Let's see how much damage we did in miscellaneous. There we go. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shout. All right, so we have $148.81. There we go. All right, the other thing we had happen this month is I got gas before we went to the Eckarts, to the farm, and filled up my gas tank. And then because all of our spending goes to our credit card. I've mentioned this many times before. Every week I pay it off. Sometimes I have to delay it just a little bit, but I never gained any interest or paid any interest on my credit card in 3 years now. So by paying it off every week and just put our everyday spending we normally would put on there, or charge our checking account, we just use the credit card for, and it works out fine. You have to be very disciplined for that. So these are all the spending charges that are on there. And then I have one bill that came out here on my calendar. It was the last bill for the month, or for the week, I should say, between the 4th and the 10th. And it's highlighted in blue here on the little bill sticker. HP Instant Ink, and it was $6.35 for my printer. And all this, I do all this in order to find out how much I need to pay back the credit card. And then I also track it in my weekly check-in, 4 categories of the 6 that I do put on my spending tracker. And that's because they're the ones I get out of hand with. So let's go ahead and do the weekly check-in part. I'll put the spent here. We'll put the new balance, and then we'll set up week 3 and find out if I need my red pen or not. I've got to see if I have it, and we will go from there. Okay, so I have obviously spent more than what I balanced or budgeted for grocery household, just by a little bit, not too much. I'm very happy about that. But we spent $382.72. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of put my titles here. I just abbreviate everything. And all right, so I can go and follow through both. So I had $373.71 minus the $382.72. That gave me a negative $901 and $9.01. And every week is the same based on these numbers up here. So I give myself equal amounts for 5 weeks. August is kind of a 5-week month. Most months not, but when I do plan out my budget, I still give the same number all the way across, whether it's 2 days or whether it's 4 days or however the calendar breaks down. And I make sure I balance forward any excess to cover the entire month. So it works out for me that way. I'm going to add 300, and that is going to give me my new balance for this week of $290.99. 161.24, and miscellaneous, or not miscellaneous, restaurants we spent, oh good, we're under in restaurants, 143.75. 143.75. There we go. We have $17.49. There we go. All right. These were paid. I forgot to check those off. That credit card, all those balances were paid. And then $194.50 minus the miscellaneous, which is $148.81. And I forgot to do the next. This is new to me, so that's why I forgot. All right, 1 minus 148.81. I'm very happy I didn't overspend here. Oops, wrong spot. And I'm thrilled I have no unbudgeted. I'm thrilled. $45.69. Okay, let's go back to this top one here. I have no unbudgeted and 0 here, so that doesn't really matter. We're good there. All right, $17.49 plus 100. I don't know why I'm doing on a calculator because that's pretty easy. $117.49, and then I have $45.69, so that's $145.69 there. And I always do 0 for unbudgeted. So now I need to know, now that I have week 3 set up here, and I have my balances ready to go, I need to know how much to pay the credit card back. And this is how I track that. Okay, so let's go ahead and total these totals, find out how much I owe the credit card, and I'll be right back. You don't have to wake up yet. All right, this week I need to pay back the credit card $738.79. So that is what I have to pay back. I do know I do not have enough for that in my paycheck, paycheck to paycheck budgeting. So check out my budget, paycheck budget, where I close out paycheck 1 and set up paycheck 2, or did I already set it up? Let me look, hold on. Spoiler. Oh man, there's stuff all over my desk. Okay, yes. So I'm going to close out paycheck 1 and I'm going to set up paycheck 2. I knew I was going to be negative. I need to go back and put the total in of week 1 and week 2 right here. Total that out, and then what's left over that's coming back to this budget for week 3, which is paycheck 2. And week 4 is paycheck 2. So any money left over will be put here, and I'll see what I have to balance forward there. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. But that'll be the next video on Saturday, and this will go up on Friday. So yeah, this is the weekly check-in. This is what I've spent this week, and hopefully this helps you. If you have questions or comments, please leave those in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite